Hey guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip. Welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry I'm in my car, but I'm actually going out of town, and I did make up some videos, but something came across my screen that I want to talk about real quick, and that is Atozy. If anybody doesn't know who Atozy is, he's a young guy who has about 1.5 million subscribers, and he basically talks about things that happen online, more or less. Because when I first saw him, I saw him with that family, something like Ace Family, the Ace Family. So I saw him originally when the Ace Family had that festival and Atozy covered it. So that was when I first saw him, and I've been following him since then. I think he reports on things really well. Anyway, he was talking about where he interviewed Tyler Oliveira. So Tyler was the one that called Mark Laita out from Soft White Underbelly about the Whittaker family and the money for the Whittakers. So now Mark is done. He's done with the Whittakers. He doesn't want anything to do with Tyler. And Tyler's saying, hey, let us both pitch in and get this family a home, because Tyler feels like since he got involved, he definitely stirred the SHIT, and now the Whittakers are basically without Mark now, and Mark kind of made the responsibility Tyler's, but it's nobody's responsibility. Here's the problem with that. There are innocent people that are going to be collateral damage here, and that is Lorraine and Timmy and Ray. As far as Betty Sr. goes, and BJ and Larry, I don't feel bad for them at all. But I do feel bad for the few people that I mentioned, because, to be honest with you, I think the only attention that they really have received, and the only time that they ever felt special, was when Mark was in their life, and now Mark is kind of done with the situation. And Tyler, I have to say, he talked a bunch of stuff, and it was passive-aggressive in my opinion, and I follow Tyler. You know, I like his reporting on very interesting situations and fascinating places, but he handled this wrong, and in my opinion, he handled it wrong again, because I thought that his apologies were actually kind of left-handed apologies, no offense against the lefties, but they weren't real. It wasn't real sincere. It wasn't, I'm sorry, end of. It was sorry, but sorry. I didn't feel that there was an excuse. And now he does feel responsible, because he honestly has said, you know, I feel like I messed things up. Yeah, you do. And his solution now is that him and Mark each pitch in about $40,000 to get them a place to live. But here's the thing that I don't understand. When Tyler was talking about getting a place, like Tyler was going to get a place, he said that both places that he went to get, he reached out to mobile home companies, and both of the mobile home companies that he reached out to speak with, both of those mobile home companies wanted nothing to do with them because, I guess, of an argument. But then, did he need the money? Like, was he going to get the money from the GoFundMe of Mark's? That's what I don't understand. He said he laid out the money twice. People didn't want to do business with them because of the feud between Mark and him. Like, that didn't make any sense to me. So I'm not understanding that at all.
Here's what sucks. The GoFundMe Mark's audience raised, all the money in there is gone. Yeah. They don't have a house. And well, that's about it. They still don't have a house, I guess, is my point. So I'm in the position of, like, listen, I turned this rock over. It became this whole thing. I don't want to be a part of any drama anymore. I don't have any beef with Mark as a human being. I definitely regret how my tone was, and the accusatory nature of how I presented the information to my audience and how I called him out. That was a mistake, and I formally owe him an apology. And I wanted to come here and talk with you because you're a third party. You're not directly involved. You're not emotionally biased here. Here's my proposition. Okay. I propose that Mark and I go 50-50 a modular home. I pay my portion of this directly to the modular home company. He pays his portion directly to the modular home company. I don't need to be there with cameras unless he wants me to be there. I don't want any more videos out of this. I'm not here to milk the situation, but I do feel a level of responsibility to my word and to just human decency to get this thing solved. It's all laid out. I think if Mark is involved, then the company will feel comfortable that they're not in the middle of this feud. I'm not asking for Mark to, forgive how I handled this in his perspective or to think of me as a good person. But here's a solution for us to get this family a home. It's all laid out. I'll go 50-50 on the financing right now. With him involved, there's no concern on the modular homes company of we're in the middle of this because we're together. I want to extend the olive branch here. We can get this family in their home. We don't have to ask for donations from the viewers anymore. We fund it ourselves. We go 50-50, buy the house, call it a day. That's what I'd like to propose. And I wanted to bring this up via you and through you because I'll be honest, I shouldn't have been involved in this. I regret being involved in this because it's become an entire shit show. When we went down there, I didn't think it would become such a fiasco. I thought we'd ask some questions, maybe we'd see a house, maybe we'd get an answer from Betty. He had good intentions with raising the money for the family because he sent the money.
It is too bad that members of this family have taken advantage of the people that don't have a voice, literally do not have a voice in the family. So that's a horrible situation. And then Tyler makes a comment. He says, well, I'm glad I did this because it brought attention to what was going on, and Mark wasn't answering about where the money was for the GoFundMe. I don't know that anybody was asking him anything about the money for the GoFundMe for the family, but I guess people might have been questioning what happened here. Where did the money go? Why do the people live in the same condition? So Tyler feels like his video prompted Mark to answer questions that Mark didn't want to answer from anybody, including smaller content creators. I don't know if that's true. Again, Tyler's apology is more or less, it's just not looking good. His apology is very left-handed. He's got a very left-handed apology. So that's what I'm saying about what's going on here. I feel like, what do you think should happen now? People are just going to drop them like hot potatoes because Tyler doesn't really want to be responsible for him anymore. Mark's done with them.
And as I stated in the start of this video, I also reached out to Mark, but he declined to jump onto an interview. His response to me was, Arling, drama like the garbage Tyler started makes me want to quit social media. I want no part of this circus he created. As for the Whittakers, I've learned in the past few days that I can't trust any of the Whittakers now. Giving them money or help of any kind seems like rewarding bad behavior. I'm moving on. Tyler wanted to start some trouble. Now he can deal with the same problem I had. Good luck. So I guess
what would have happened if Tyler wouldn't have been involved? Mark would have kept giving money? No, he would have went there after this thing with BJ, realized, oh shit, that's where the money's gone. He might have been done and over with at that point. I think that would have been a called out situation, even if the Tyler situation didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to have to see about that situation and what's going on there. What do you think, guys? Tell me in the chat. I do have some great videos. I'm hopeful that you'll be really receptive to them. I apologize that these videos, the ones that are going to be done like this, are going to be done like this. It's the best I can do while I'm out of town. But I'm still trying to keep up with everything, guys. And I appreciate you, and I want you to know that. So, guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. Tell me what you think. Did you see the Otosi? If you guys have any interest in things that goes on that happen online, you should check him out. He seems like a really nice guy. Again, Tyler Oliveira. I like his content, but there's a lot of dramatization. Mark, you guys have your own opinion about soft white underbelly. A few of you, appreciate Mark. A few of you don't appreciate it. I think some of his work has been fascinating. I understand what you said about the pictures of the interview with the young woman. I didn't see that interview, but from my understanding, she wasn't clothed properly. I didn't see that. I can't comment on that. Guys, yeah, so I'm going to be going out of town, like I said, and I'm kind of, I'm going to try to keep up as best I can. Again, I have some pre-recorded videos that I'm going to throw out there for you, and I hope everything's well, guys. All right, take care. This is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip. Thanks, guys. Be better today than you were yesterday. Not half as good as you'll be tomorrow. Thanks, guys.